The Truth About Bankruptcy in Connecticut. Our next chapter. How does Chapter 13 work? Well, Sue and Ed had well-paying jobs, but unfortunately in maintaining all of their children's activities and paying for daycare for the youngest, they had accumulated a lot of credit card debt. They were able to file a Chapter 13 and pay a nominal amount to the creditors each month through the bankruptcy plan. Chapter 13 is based on your current income and expenses. It essentially is a budget that shows you where your monthly income is coming from and where it's going to in itemized expenses. The plan has to be approved by the trustee for feasibility to make certain your income and expenses are reasonable. If the trustee signs off on the plan, then it goes to the judge who, assuming there's no objection from any creditors, will approve your plan. Once the judge approves your plan, the payment that you make remains fixed for 5 years. Now, if you have a significant increase in your income, you may be required to make larger plan payments to your creditors. We talked earlier about assets that you'll be able to keep in a Chapter 7. In a Chapter 13, you have the ability to keep luxury items or assets that are not exempt in Chapter 7, such as boats, personal business assets, and certain securities. Retirement funds are covered or protected as an exempt asset, but those other assets that are not necessary to your daily life are considered non-exempt assets. While you will be able to keep these assets, you will be required to pay the value of those assets to your creditors over the life of the Chapter 13 plan. For example, if the value of a boat you had was, say, $18,000, and you could deduct $12,000 from the allowable exemption in both Chapter 7 and 13, the remaining $6,000, which is non-exempt, would be paid to the creditors through the Chapter 13 plan. So your payment would be approximately $115 a month for the next 5 years. That payment would go to the bankruptcy trustee, who would divide it proportionately amongst your creditors. You also have the option, while in Chapter 13, to attempt to modify your home loan again. If you were denied your loan modification before you filed your Chapter 13, there's a chance in these circumstances you can still possibly modify your loan in Chapter 13.